what is up, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Carissa. I am a first-time mom of my little baby girl right here, who is 4.5 months old now. Her name is Ariel. If you do not know, she is of course named after the Little Mermaid, because that is what she is. Excuse what she's wearing. She's wearing her diaper today. She's just chilling, huh? She's going to lay right here next to me for now, and she's gonna play with her little toy, huh? Here you go. And we are just going to talk about her today. So if you can see by the title, we are going to be doing her 3 and her 4-month update. I really wanted to do this monthly, but when obviously I had her, I was a first-time mom. I was getting down to knowing how to be a mom and figuring her out, figuring out breastfeeding and everything. So I ended up doing a 1 and a 2-month update in one video. So now that I'm doing that, I'm just gonna do that for now on. I'm just gonna do 3 and 4 in one, and then 5 and 6 in one, 7 and 8 in one, and yeah, so on and so forth. So we're just going to be talking about her 3 and her 4-month update. She's now 4.5 months old, so I want to hurry up and do this before she turns 5 months old. And she's just laughing at me. You're just laughing at me, huh? Mossie's little butt is in the corner. We are in baby girl's room, and we're just going to jump right into it. Okay, so we're going to start off with 3 months, obviously. The way her doctor office works because of COVID, she doesn't go every month like before COVID, all babies would. Now she just goes every other month. So she did not go when she was 3 months old, so we didn't end up getting a like height or anything like that on her. I did take her weight with a just home scale. It's not as accurate, but it's as accurate as we're gonna get, so that way I still can have it in her, this is her baby book that I have, so I can still have it in her baby book. I don't have the height, which is fine. Now that I know she doesn't go every month, I'm just going to measure her height here. So we're just not gonna have her 3-month height, but that is perfectly okay. So at 3 months old, she was 14 pounds and 4 ounces. At least that's as accurate as we could get. It seems pretty accurate at the time. At her 4-month planet, she was 15 pounds 7 ounces, and she was 25.5 inches long. Her weight percentile, 74th percentile, and her height percentile is the 87th percentile. So she's just my perfect little baby. Yeah, she got her shots at her appointment. Obviously, I know some people are iffy about vaccines or whatever. Now we can just get into all of her little accomplishments and little milestones. Okay, so at 3 months old, she really was starting to grab things, notice things, look around for things. At 3 months old is really where I consider she's no longer a newborn anymore. A lot of people are different with that. So by the time she was 3 months old, she was pretty advanced. Her doctor says that she's pretty advanced too. Not, you know, saying that if your baby doesn't do these things, that your baby's not smart or whatever. Definitely not saying that. Ariel's just very advanced for her age. She was already rolling from belly to back. She doesn't like to do that now that she's 4.5 months old, but she did do it when she was 3 months old, quite a few times actually. She, like I said, grasps things. She brings things to her mouth. At 3 months old, I did introduce foods, purees to her. Everybody, again, is very, very, very iffy on that. I'm just sharing because I wasn't going to share that she was on purees because I really don't need the backlash and the drama, because she's my baby and I know what's best for her. But I want to add it in this video because this video is for me. I'm putting it out so everybody can watch it, but it is really for me when she gets older, and it's for her so she can see all of her milestones. So yeah, I started purees at 3 months with her. She was very, very interested in food. She brought the spoon right to her mouth. She opened her mouth. She was able to push the food back to her throat and actually like move her mouth and like eat it. She wasn't just like drinking it or like spitting it back out at you. She was actually pushing it back and opening her mouth and closing her mouth and swallowing it all. She ate, and she does eat now very, very well. Her very first food I gave her was avocado, and that is just because that's what I had here. And one night I was just like, I'm just gonna try it with her. If she didn't like it, I was gonna try it again, but she ended up loving it, so I ended up just going and giving her food, and she loved it. So she loved the avocado, and I puree her own food. I don't get the baby foods in the store, so I do mix her food with her breast milk, well, my breast milk, with my NutriBullet, which I absolutely love. Now that she's 4 months old, she is eating avocados, bananas, raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, apples, applesauce. She has had carrots, and she has had squash before. Or not squash, sweet potato. Is sweet potato the same as squash? I don't really know. She's had sweet potato, not squash. She was alright with the sweet potato. She wasn't like a big fan of it. Same with the carrots. She also wasn't really a big fan of. I'm obviously going to introduce them again to her later on, but after the first time she tried it, I stopped giving them to her just because I didn't want to keep buying them and wasting them because I knew she wasn't going to eat them. So we'll probably try it again probably when she's like 5 months old or maybe 6 months old. Try it again. I'm trying to think. I think that's all that she has had. She has had potatoes before. I have given her potatoes, but she did break out all over her face. It was terrible. I felt like the worst mom ever. But after then, I stopped giving them to her, and she has not had them since then. I think it was because the potatoes had whole milk in it, and she's breastfed, so she's used to breast milk. That is what her doctor and a bunch of other people have said. That's probably why she broke out, or because of the starch in the potatoes, but I definitely think it was the breast milk. Or I think it was the whole milk because she's just used to breast milk. She has had chocolate. I have given her chocolate probably like once or twice, just for fun, and I probably will not give it to her again because she broke out again. So that is when I really was like, okay, it's probably definitely the whole milk because she broke out with chocolate. We also give her frozen breast milk pops. She's not 100% a fan of those because they are like freezing, so she does not really like them that much. Oh, we also have given her mandarin oranges, like not mandarin oranges, like the little halos. I think those are mandarin oranges. We've given her those too in like and like one of those little things where you can put food in and she can eat it. Not the mesh ones. I don't like the mesh ones. I have like the silicone ones that we use for her. So she has had those before too. But yeah, that is update on her food. Also, I do want to mention that because she is only 4 months old and I started purees at 3 months old, I am not supplementing or using the food as like a meal. I am still giving her her normal breast milk. I'm still giving her normal breast milk. Every time I start to talk, she laughs. She still gets it, her normal feedings whenever she wants. I breastfeed on demand. We don't really have a set feeding schedule besides when I give her purees. When I feed her, she just feeds on demand whenever she pleases. And purees, I will do it usually once or twice a day. It really just depends. Lunchtime, I give it to her all the time. And then sometimes I'll give her for like dinner and she'll have it before she goes to bed. But like I said, we don't give that to her as like her meal. The purees right now and the foods right now are really just for fun, so that way when we do start introducing her into foods, because we do plan on doing baby led weaning when she turns 6 months old, so by then she'll already know of the taste and smell and the texture of a bunch of foods by then. So hopefully it'll be a little bit easier for us, and she'll eat a little bit more when she is able to eat solid foods. Was I talking about something? I probably was, and I completely forgot. I'm mom brain. So anyways, before I start talking about food, like I said, she started to roll over at 3 months old. She grasps things, brings things to her mouth, sucks on things. Like, she was able to start seeing reds at 3 months old, and you could definitely notice because her videos that I let her watch, she watches Behavior Sensory, which is a very, very, very good sensory and stimulation videos for babies. They have them for toddlers as well, and I highly recommend Behavior Sensory. Ariel absolutely loves them. She found her voice at 3 months old, and she just talks and talks and talks and talks all the time. Now that she's 4 months old, she talks, and sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes she will copy you. She'll stick her tongue out at you. She will laugh back at you. She will smile back at you. She will, just recently, a couple days ago, she actually started roaring back at you. She is still the happiest little baby ever, as you can clearly tell. She's laughing on the floor. Now that she's 4.5 months old, she is sitting not on her own. She is a little bit, I'll actually put a video here. I took a video of her. She sat on her own for like a whole 5 minutes. She does sit on her own for like a little bit and then she'll fall, but she definitely can sit up with some assistance. She does not know how to roll from back to belly yet. She is rolling to her like side, but she doesn't fully roll over yet. She is very, very strong. Her legs are super strong. When you hold her standing up, she just stands there. She loves jumping. Oh, let me tell you, she absolutely loves the water. She loves bath time. She plays in the water. She thinks it's the funniest thing when it gets in her face. I one time was putting water over her head and I accidentally got in her face, and me thinking that I'm a horrible mother, she was going to cry. She literally looked up at me and like started laughing and bursting. So she absolutely loves the water. She's actually going to be going swimming next weekend, and I'm very, very excited because I haven't been swimming in a while. Clearly it's winter where I'm from. So yeah, I'm very excited to take her swimming for her first time swimming. She loves kicking her feet. She knows how to take her socks off. That's literally her favorite thing of all time, taking her socks off. She loves to be naked. She's starting to grow a little bit of hair, so that way I can put little cute bows in her hair, like the one that she has now. We are actually switched her to cloth diapers. I did mention this a little bit in my video before, that oh my goodness, that we switched to cloth diapers. We switched to cloth diapers at 4 months old, so a couple weeks ago, and she's been wearing them. She was wearing them for like 3 days, and then she ended up getting a really, really bad rash. Not from the cloth diapers. I know a lot of people were like, oh, it's probably from the cloth diapers, but it wasn't from the cloth diapers at all. She ended up having to go back into disposables for like almost a week, unfortunately. And now that it is completely gone, we put her back into cloth diapers like 3 days ago, and we have been wearing them all day long. We are still doing 80-20 right now, so we are wearing cloth diapers during the day, and then during night we're wearing disposables, just because during the middle of the night is when they wear the diaper the longest, because if they sleep through the night, obviously you're not going to wake them up to change diapers, so you need to make sure you have a good insert in your cloth diaper. So we haven't really figured out good inserts yet. The one that we have right now during the day, it works perfect, but they only last about 3 hours. And then you can tell that they're pretty soaked. So We haven't quite figured out ones for night yet, but we will be switching to nighttime probably when she's 5 months old, so in a few more weeks. We absolutely love the cloth diapers. They are so fun. When I know a little bit more about them and we're pretty much in a routine, I do want to do a video on her cloth diapers because I personally love them, and I definitely think that a lot of people should really get into them. And her sleep, she was a very good sleeper. She slept through the night. If she didn't, she would only wake up once. But a couple weeks before she turned, like probably when she was like 3.5, almost 4 months old, she started not sleeping through the night and was waking up 3, 4, 5 times. I'm not exaggerating either, I swear. One time she literally woke up like every hour of the night. I got absolutely no sleep. I was completely exhausted the next day. I think it's because she is going through her 4-month sleep regression. I did not realize how freaking long they were, but she can go through it all the way up until her next sleep regression, so it really sucks. For the past couple nights she has been doing very well though, only waking up 2 to 3 times, which may still seem like a lot, but for her, from before when she started her sleep regression, she was waking up a lot, so she's getting better. We brought her to a chiropractor. We actually brought her to my chiropractor that I've been seeing since I was 30 weeks pregnant. So we brought her there and she's been there twice so far, and I have seen a little bit of a difference because since we've been going, she's been sleeping a little bit better. The very first time she went, the first like 2 or 3 nights, we weren't great at all. But after that, I definitely started to see a little bit of a difference. But like I said, you're gonna have to go more than, you know, once or twice, like, to see a difference. So we're gonna keep going a couple more times, and if nothing really does happen, then I'll stop taking her. But we've only been twice, so she sleeps in her bassinet, but we're going to have to change her to her crib very soon, a lot sooner than I wanted to, because she is very long and she is pretty much touching from head to toe in the bassinet. There's probably like 2 inches left from her head to the bassinet, which is not that much. She turns, she rolls. She doesn't like roll, but like I have the halo swivel bassinet, so like it swivels so that way it comes out when you're laying and like in like that. So I literally wake up in the middle of the night or wake up in the morning and like the whole thing is like turned because she like kicks her feet and rolls, and yeah, she's definitely gonna have to be transitioned very soon, which makes me very sad. I'm hoping that I can keep her in the bassinet until she's out of this sleep regression, because I'm going to really hate having to get up out of bed 5 times in the middle of the night to come to her room. Whereas if she was only waking up like once, even twice, I would be completely fine with it. She loves lights still. She absolutely loves lights. She has kind of found her toes, not that much yet. She brings them up, but then like doesn't like grab onto them. She like looks at them when she's sitting. Like she knows they're there, but she hasn't like tried to reach for them yet. Unless she's like sitting up like I am, she will reach for them, but if she's laying down, she hasn't really tried to reach for them yet. A couple weeks ago, she found her laugh, and now she doesn't laugh all the time, but I can get her to laugh. Yeah. Here, little miss is. You want to say hi to everybody? This is literally her standing right now. Like, I'm barely holding on to her. Now she's sitting. Hey, she's looking at her book. Can you say hello to everybody? Yeah, I pretty much think that is everything right now for her 3 to 4 month update. So if you guys have any questions, you can comment them below. You should definitely follow me on all my socials. They will be linked down below like they always are. Yes, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video of my little girl. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I would love to have you as a part of my family. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.